Do you think school should start at a later time? I do personally because when you start school later, for someone like me, like in college, I live an hour away, so I have to wake up early in the morning to go to school. So school starts at like 7:30. I have to wake up almost 6 o'clock, so that way I can get up, brush my teeth, get dressed, shower, do all my things in the morning to get on with my day, so that way I can, you know, go to school. And I work at a welding school, or not work, but go to school at a welding school. So we have to more of like dress as like we're going to work. So I gotta have jeans, boots, jacket, all my stuff with me to make sure I am set for class. So 6 in the morning, sometimes your brain isn't functioning. You need to be able to, you know, get a little bit more sleep so your brain functions a little bit better. Also, you have work. See, students need, have their own vehicle, so, they would have to have, like, go to work so they can pay, like, car payment. They can, gas, insurance, stuff like that. So that way they can, be able to get back and forth to school. And also, they need food. So, you're working late at night, you're working late, you need something to eat, you have money to get food, so you won't get home till later in the day. You're not going to get that much sleep. Me, I work till almost 2 in the morning every day, 7 days a week. So, school starting at 7, I have to wake up at 6, only get 4 hours of sleep. So, you got to factor in all the stuff of not being able to sleep as much and your brain not functioning very well. Also, when you get less sleep, your brain doesn't function as much. You're not thinking, you can't think that well. So, more sleep helps your brain function better. Also, it helps students pay more attention if it started later because they could sleep in. So, they would pay attention in class, less disruptions in class, less of all this stuff going on, like, trying to bug people over here, bug people over there. You won't have that problem. You won't be able to, your test scores will go up. So, you get, everyone, or your parents say sleep well at night. Get some sleep before a test so that way your brain's better. Well, if it starts later in the day and you get off work late, it's hard. But if you are able to, get off late and also start school like 10 o'clock maybe, you get home like me, I get home at 2 in the morning. If I can get 7 hours of sleep instead of my 4, my friend be better so I can get a better test score so that way I'm more awake for my test. And be able to, sit here, think about it, and not have to rush through everything and not have to worry about everything, all this stuff, because I'm not awake yet and I don't know what to do. And you can give you more time to study, because that's the hard thing now for people to do is actually sit there, study, and with work and everything, there's no time to study, especially for me. So if school started later, I could get 5 hours of sleep, and then 2 hours in between, I can get some sleep or get some studying in for my stuff. Because, my welding school isn't just, welding this, welding that. I have English, math, actually English 2 now, speech, career. So you got to factor in, and, it's hard for me to actually sit here, study, and get good grades sometimes and get all my schoolwork turned in because I don't have very much time. I'm only in 4 hours out the day because I work from like 4 to 2 in the morning. So, trying to get all that stuff in there, it's a little bit complicated. Also, what you also got to think of is, like I said, that drive to school though. You get less sleep, you're more tired, you're more likely to fall asleep in the car. See, you're going to school like me, going straight down the highway. You're just sitting there just holding the wheel pretty much because it's all highway, so it's mostly just straight little turns here and there, nothing major. And you're sitting there and you get real fatigued and exhausted and tired. So, you're going to try to, stay awake, and it's hard sometimes because, sometimes it's too raining outside, so you can't roll the window down and have it hit you in the face. You can't turn your AC on because if you turn your AC on, and it's raining outside, you get fogged up. Sometimes you'll get foggy, and if you get too warm, when you turn the heat on to get it down, you'll get real comfortable and you'll start falling asleep, noticing that. Then you'll pull over, try to wake up a little bit, then you're late for class. So, that's also, and it's also really hard sometimes when you get off late, you put stuff off to the side, so like getting gas. you won't be able to get gas in the morning because you'll be up running late, so you'll sleep in. And then you're on your way to school and you run out of gas and you're not going to school for the day because you don't have any gas, so you broke down the highway waiting for someone to come get you, which, you know, your parents might be at work. So you'll have to call them and tell them to come pick you up, you know, take you to school. Then you have to worry about your car all day. And there's a lot of stuff that should factor into trying to, you know, have school later in the days, because it would be better for everybody. Even teachers can sit there and they could teach better. They can, you know, sit there, they can have time to actually make some assignments, because I know that, like, when they go home, they have their personal lives. So, you know, they really don't want to do the school stuff all the time. So, you know, teachers can make stuff better in the mornings while the students are getting ready to go to school. They have a little extra time to sit here and think about what they're doing and think about how they're going to give us assignments and help us understand a little bit better and everything like that. So, thank you for listening.